October 23rd, welcome back to the trades of the day review and breakdown. Today was a green day, so price kind of melted off, and there was a few points where when price was dropping, I was like, I don't know, I feel like we're at the bottom, but I was wrong, and it kept going down. So start off in the morning, just getting my bearings right, looking at what the daily candle made, and I'm like, oh, well, once we break that low right there, we're kind of shifting structure to the downside on the higher time frames. So we need to look out for breaking down through that. So first things first, 15-minute opening range, get those all sorted up on both the S&P 500 and NASDAQ. And then from here, you kind of go down to the 5-minute and just wait and try to see what price is doing. So I'm fast forwarding right now, kind of checking everything, looking if there's any new gaps in Apple or Nvidia, looking at where all the other signals are, the little indicator I'm working on, checking what it's showing over there. And really, here we just wait. Once a candle goes through on the 5-minute, it's a good signal that we're ready to continue that way. So I'm saying right here, I'm like, all right, I think we're going to pull back. So again, price is melted off. I'm thinking we're due for a pullback. And well, I was wrong. But that's why you wait for these candles to do something. And even right here, I'm like, okay, this looks like we want to go up now. Big wick, really not following down yet. We're at that pivot point. The only thing that's holding us down is the 21 EMA, right? And then boom, we fall off. And I'm like, okay, what's gonna happen? Are we gonna get a little pullback now from this drop? Is there an opportunity to get in? And Chrome decided to pop up for some reason. Waiting. We just want a little pullback, and then boom, this starts happening, and I'm like, okay, everything is still red. Maybe it did grab liquidity. This could be the fake out before we flip to the upside. So right here, I was kind of uncertain. Like it's potential we go to the upside like I was writing, but we're below the 15-minute range. Maybe we're going to sell off. So I'm watching what price is doing. And then once I realize that that's not what's going to happen, that's when I get ready to take a trade. And if you look at volume, look at the volume pickup when it fell off right there. And even these green candles after have some pretty good volume. So I'm like, all right, checking everything. I'm like, do I go short? Do I go short? Well, my indicators are saying short, so I should probably listen to what everything I look at, right? Like, even if I'm emotional, if the rules in my system that's in place is saying go short, I got to take the short, right? Like, don't let my feelings get in the way unless there's just news or something else playing in that could affect it in a big way, right? So took this short, just trying to, again, I'm back to my, instead of aggressively moving that stop loss to break even, I'm aggressively scaling out of the position and keeping the stop loss at a good distance, unless I'm green on the day. If I'm already green on the day, then I'll play the stop loss more aggressive because we don't want to turn this green day into a red day. So we're just trying to compound as much money as we can on top of that initial win. And if we do lose as little as possible so that first win is still giving us profit, and then we could just chill out, right? So price is taking a little bit, and then all of a sudden it just started gaining momentum. By the time I could type, kept falling, and I moved the stop loss to break even. Boom, boom. And then it never got to the last one. And then it just stops us out. So good trade. Got our money. Again, we're not trying to swing for the fences. We're just getting a nice move, a most likely move to happen, and capitalize on it and get out and protect our loss, right? Or protect our risk. So that is it for the AM session. I just took that one quick trade. We're up for the day. I'm about to give you the stats so far on the accounts. I believe it was 71. Thinking about later in the PM session. So 71, and then the other one should be around 140. And you got to be disciplined. At this point, you're up. Like, I'm not trying to hit $500,000 trades. I'm just trying to compound wins and get out of the market. So now we're in the PM session, and look at price. It just kept going and going and going. And when I'm looking at the chart, originally I wasn't going to trade the PM session, but I was like, you know what? Let's just let price adjust for a little bit, because I thought we fell so far, we're going to go up, right? But again, all my indicators were saying short, short, short. So why would I fight that? That you got to trust your system. Can't just get emotional because, well, maybe that's what the market was trying to do. Get everyone emotional to go long so they could go down even more and collect more profits. So we're just waiting. Time's fast forwarding. Again, at this moment right here, I'm still thinking, I don't think I'm trading today. Let's just let price play out. And maybe a setup comes to mind. So here I'm like, look, we might just chop. This might be a bad session. We're stalling out in price. Maybe we just kind of go sideways. Maybe we grind down a little bit, but we're still going sideways. Checking the stocks. Where are they at? Well, they're at the previous new day opening gaps that they had. The indicator 21 EM can't even speak right now. 21 EMA is still showing bearish. We're underneath the pivot point, so technically bearish, right? We're below that blue box that I put right there, so we're below the fair value gap. And I think price is going to pull back into it at this point, but everything again is showing short, short, short. So I'm like, I just got to take the trade. I can't let price just run away from me. So smaller risk, got our 3 contracts. Again, we're in the green. Let's try to just get some money to pile on to that initial win for the day and not really risk our money and try to lose it all, right? So just going back in time, looking at some areas in price where I should put these partials at. We're kind of at that low right now, so thinking, okay, well, NASDAQ went through that low. ES has not, so maybe we could go down even more and I could spread it out along to the downside of that wick. So I'm entering the orders over here again on a 1-minute chart on Trade of 8, doing the trade copy over here, or the group copy trading, which we have a video if you want to learn how to set up your accounts to do trade multiple accounts at once in Trade of 8. It's not the best system, but it works once you get it down. So here we go. Got a partial already. We just took that initial win right when it passed the wick. Slammed it to break even because, again, my rules were in profit for the day. Be aggressive. Just start stacking a little bit of money on top of your wins. But maybe I was a little too aggressive, right? So we got money. We closed that trade. But we re-entered because everything's still showing for that continuation lower. Look at NQ. It broke structure and went down. So ES has not done that yet. I am saying ES is going to go through that, and as well as those lows that we looked at to the left on the chart in the past, we could run through that and into those wicks. So all those partials are within that low and the wicks. So I think that's a good trade. I think it's very likely price could go there. Again, I'm not trying to get, a home run going 10, 20, 30 handles. I'm just trying to, where could price logically go? Where's the most highest probability it could go and just get the money from there, right? I'm not trying to hold the trade for an hour, 2 hours, 3 hours from AM to PM. I'm not swinging, right? I'm getting in, getting my money, getting out, letting price tell me a new story, find a setup, get in, get out, and take my money. So that's the end of the trading. We made a little bit of money in the PM session, so we went from 72, I believe, or 75. We're up to 102 right now and 207 in the challenge. And off camera, I did take another trade, so I think I ended up at 120, 130 for the day on the PA account, and then 260 about for the challenge account. So all in all, great day. I hope these breakdowns help you out. Again, I'm doing it because it helps me journaling my trade and walking through my thought process. And that helps me stay on track with my system, really get in the muscle memory and habit of my system so it automatically happens. And I hope it helps someone see live trades, right? What's the thought process? What exactly am I looking at? How am I forming my trades? And maybe you could take some of this and implement it in your trading system, and maybe that helps you out in the long run. So if you haven't already, subscribe, click that thumbs up, and I'll see you in the next video. Peace.